All right, hello, my name is William Taylor. Our group is Pineapple, and our topic is Project 9.
I'm Heather Marsh.
And I'm Brianna Brown.
Um, we all read Teaching Digital Natives, Mark Prinsky. Our topic is Topic 9. And our first question is how do we translate the curriculum into leading questions? Well, the best way for an educator to do that is to ask open ended questions, complex questions to your students, and like not yes or no kind of questions, ones that partake in thought and give your students time to answer it. That's key. If they don't know right away, just let them think about it, and make sure you call on everybody in the classroom. Don't just single out one person. Make sure everybody's involved and engaged in the curriculum.
Yeah, I agree. Critical thinking is what we're aiming for with our guiding questions. We want to make sure that our students are able to take their thinking process to the next level and not just be able to say yes or no and move on. Right, Heather?
To create the questions that we want to ask, you have to take the goals and the information that the students are required to know, and you have to transform them into the questions that will lead the students in the right direction and in their answer. It's not a give me answer. So,
All right. The second question is how can I focus on appropriate verbs? Well, some appropriate verbs are like collaboration, connecting, creative thinking, and verbs are skills as opposed to nouns, which are the tools that we use with those verbs. So we would definitely, one of the verbs I think students should learn is problem solving and just critical thinking. So if they do a project, um, that incorporates like problem solving. They can use like scientific method and data analysis.
Yeah, then they can also learn to work together, and collaboration is a big thing. That can help in the future. We want to learn how to work together, teach them at a young age, and I think that's one of the best things that nouns and verbs are teaching them.
the where you get the nouns and verbs are the standards for each state. Each state has a standard for each grade level, and it has a list of things that the students are required to know by the time that they're supposed to leave the class. And it's the teacher's job to incorporate everything in her lesson plans to make sure that the student is ready to move on to the next level.
Yeah, we definitely want to stress the verbs, the skills, but when we talk about nouns, like nouns are always changing in the school system. Like when I was in school, like we barely even used the computer. Like we would only do it for like we would read a book and then we would do like a short quiz on it. But now, like today in today's schools, like especially in Baldwin County, like every student has either a iPad or a Mac, so they're you know using technology all the time, and hopefully Mobile County School can do that. Um, you know, providing every child, even if they don't have like internet access at home, they can still do it in the classroom, and so it's important to stress verbs and to realize that nouns are always going to be changing. And one of the cool things about a noun is a cool noun is iCurio. You can go on there and search out interesting topics or interesting people, like a famous president, and you can find all kinds of information. But the information is going to be like appropriate. Like it's not going to be like it's like moderated, so they won't be like going to an inappropriate site or something like that.
The children like using stuff like this too. They want to use it, and it makes them want to learn and want to do everything that they're asked to do, and it gets them involved more.
It gets them more excited, makes them look forward to having to do a project that would have maybe been boring prior to all of these new nouns.
Yeah, the nouns, we talk about like Skype and like Twitter, and we want students to use those, but we want to, make guidelines and rules before, so they don't just get on there and like look at famous people or famous athletes and stuff. We want
We want
you
them
know,
to be responsible
yeah, we want
with it.
responsible, and I think there's a lot of good nouns out there. I like Google Docs because you can go in there and you can share information, especially if you're like working with a group or something. You can create a Google Doc, and then they can be at their house. You don't actually have to meet with your group, and you can share information. And
There are a lot of things that you can use for collaboration.
yeah, collaboration is good because you get to share your ideas and thoughts with your group, and everybody doesn't have the same opinion, so you can incorporate everybody diversity and into the project. So I think that's key.
And it helps them later on down the road when they want to get a job and have to work with other people and get along with everybody.
Yeah, like in today's workforce, like you have it's pretty much a given. You have to know how to use technology. So
And work with people.
yeah, collaboration is big. So I'm glad like Baldwin County School is showing kids how to use technology at an early age. So when they get out to the workforce, they'll already be prepared in technology.
Mhm.
Alrighty, well that concludes our topic, topic 9. Our sources were Teaching Digital Natives by Mark Prinsky, and we used his website too. Alright, thank y'all.